Good evening, welcome to Transfixed, the channel that made the Kelso run in 12 strokes under par. Tonight we're looking at part 2 of the Build the Falcon, the DeAgostini Millennium Falcon kit. Now this is 2 shipments combined here. I got 2 boxes, and but I combined them into one to get it home a little bit easier. This is quite a heavy package, if you know what I mean, but it's actually 2 packages. And it is quite a heavy shipment. These 2 combined into one shipments are coming in at about 1.5 kilos, or for our American viewers, that is 56 ounces just about. I don't know how many pounds that is, but it's pretty heavy. Let's see. Oh, 3.5 pounds almost. So you can see why they break these up into shipments and don't send the whole thing all at once. I chose the less expensive option, which is to have, what was it, 12 shipments instead of the 24. Saves me a bit of money on shipping. So let's crack this box open and see what we got. So here we are. This is the 2 shipments. We have issues number 9 through 16. So these came 4 each to the box. It's published weekly in the UK. From what I understand, you can actually buy these on the newsstands. And of course, each one comes with its kit of parts, which I will show you now. And there it is, baby. So the reason this was so heavy was because there's a lot of metal. The whole superstructure, or the frame, the skeleton inside, is metal with screws to put it together, and then this resin armor plating that goes on the outside, of course. And these are all numbered, so this is issue 11 here, and this is 10. Looks like we're getting lots of the body of the Falcon now. It's 12. 15, this looks like the collars that go around the tube that goes into the cockpit, I believe, or part of that assembly. 16, so here's the latest one. This looks like, oh, part of the corridor. 13, oh, that's cool. There's some cool interior details there, I believe. Down to 14, this looks interesting. This goes with the hold. This goes with the bunk, you know, where the hollow chest table goes. It's going to be part of this assembly here, which I'll talk about in a minute. And of course, this one looks interesting. Issue 9, this is my next one up to do. This is the battery pack for the lighting, and this is the part that goes around the cockpit. So this looks like a bit of fun, and a piece of hull plating for the bottom of the ship. So this is cool. I'll do this next, plug it in, see how it looks. It's going to be fun. This is the last bit I was working on. So I'm not supposed to attach this just yet, but there's the back wall. The next piece I just plugged in there. The other bit is here. I just painted a bit of, well, a bit of paint. I used a Sharpie. That's not very good. I should probably do some proper painting on there. But I was getting ahead of myself. That's where that goes. So this, I don't have instructions for this yet. I just sort of put that together just for fun. Yeah, so this is the part I was working on. I did I decided to do a wash. You can see the original plastic here. Yeah, so I did a black wash over the floor here, and I actually used a very small marking pen to draw these panel lines in. And this is actually screwed into place, and this I've glued down. I haven't done the back cushions of this yet because I'm still messing about with those, and I try to kind of just paint this black and silver. You can see I made a little mistake here. I'll try to get that off with some alcohol. And this is just plugged in. I can take this out. I just went over this with a Sharpie to pick out the details. It's quite impressive. These little switches here and this part here are actually separate pieces you have to glue in, and this bit as well. So very detailed. You can go as far as you want to with the painting. I mean, I'm just doing pretty basic paint and stuff here. This wash was pre-applied. I didn't do anything with that. I just cleaned up the edges a little bit. This bunk here was all in pieces. It was 2 halves, inner and outer. This kind of has its own case going around it. This light bar, which I didn't know was a light until I built this model. And then inside you can see the cushion details there. Those are all separate pieces that are glued in place. And yeah, this looks a bit dark, but I think with the lights on, it's going to be okay. And then there's the hollow chest table, which is a die-cast piece with a sticker on top. And that, of course, when I'm ready, I'll just glue it down here. I don't like that this is asymmetrical, though, this checker pattern, because I don't know which way I'm supposed to put it. Does anybody know? Does it matter? In the illustrations, it shows everything being symmetrical, but these outer parts here are, these top parts are wider than here. So I don't know. I guess I'll just pick a side. It's not keyed or anything, so I'll worry about that later. And as I say, I think this wall is to go here. So that's pretty cool. And of course I've been working on the cockpit because these are the first parts that you get. I showed this in my first video a little bit, but I'll show you a bit more now. Don't know what that is. Okay, so this is just kind of, this isn't glued together yet. This is generally what the cockpit should look like. I've just done a bit of dry brushing on this as far as paint goes. I can take this off to show you better. This is all glued together now. I was a bit reluctant to glue the seats in, but I think it's okay. So yeah, it comes with these little control sticks, which are glued in place now. The sticker that goes on here for all the instrumentation. These die-cast steering yokes and throttle bits here are now glued in. I didn't do a great job of painting this, obviously, but you know, you could do a nicer job of that if you wanted to get in there and paint the little lights and things like that. Put a bit of a wash on the seats. I think that's alright. And then this piece here, this sticker glues on, and then you can see that its back is cut out for the lights to shine through there. Now I did a few things here, and I did them in the wrong order. This is a separate piece. Now what I should have done, well, let me back up. I wanted to make the make a bit of a glow on the instruments here on the door, so I decided to cut holes here. I was going to just not go all the way through and let the light shine through the plastic, but it didn't really work. This is thick, dark plastic. So I cut holes, but I should have done that obviously before I applied this sticker. So instead I carefully drilled holes and made a bit of a bump here when my drill bit went too far through. So that doesn't look great, but hopefully it'll look good enough. And then I also should have removed this when I was drilling because I got some plastic stuck to the adhesive there. So hopefully it won't make a big deal. Then now I've got the battery pack, I can test this in here. Test this connection and see what the lights are going to look like. This ring here is interesting. It comes in 3 pieces. There's a break here. These 2 pieces are actually just attached by the sticker. There's 2 stickers. It's divided right here. And then when you put it on, the sticker holds this together. Now I put some clothespins on here to kind of try to get the fit, you know, nice and bent into those creases, but it hasn't worked very well. It's kind of rounded itself out. So I'm not sure how fussy I'm going to be on that. Maybe you can see the air. There's like a little bit of a thigh gap happening here where the stickers come away from the angle. I should put something, I should try to crease that somehow, but I'm not really sure how to go about it, because it's not obvious really where it should crease before you put it on. I mean, this line lines up with the angle, but down here not so much. So I don't know, maybe I can put something on there. And then this ends up being like I suppose these are sort of not tables, but that sits here for your, it kind of goes around the rear seats, which I learned from the magazine are not original to the YT1300. They were added in. This is one of the customizations done by Han and Chewie, or maybe Lando or the previous owner, I don't know. But, so yeah, soon I'll be able to glue this into place here and have a nice working cockpit. And it looks like what you do is you assemble this nose cone and then it plugs onto here so that you can access that. It would be nice if I could find some little figures that would fit in scale with that. I don't know if there are such a thing. There is such a thing, but hopefully I will find something. So there's a quick look at where I'm at with the DeAgostini Millennium Falcon kit. I was looking forward to having more parts to put together because I kind of finished everything I had. But all the reading material, holy cow. I mean, I'm interested enough that I want to read all that stuff. Except for maybe, you know, the parts about all the planets and everything. But I'm very interested in the ship. One complaint I have is the beginning section where they tell you a lot about the Falcon and its history, they don't cite sources. So I don't know if they're talking about comic book stories or novels or the movies. Well, you can tell what's in the movies, but the other stuff, I wonder where they get the information from. There is some behind-the-scenes stuff where it's just called out, but not all of it. Other than that, though, I'm very happy with this so far. Can't wait to start putting it together. I'm going to have a lot of reading material and not a lot of time to read. So if anybody's looking for me, I will probably be hiding in the bathroom. Anyway, on that note, thanks for checking out this video. Thanks for watching.